What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne, and thank you for joining me in another video. Today, we're checking out an interesting vehicle. This is the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. And to me, what it looks like is almost like a lifted hatchback, but it's defined as an SUV by the company's website and every other publication I've seen. So this is going after vehicles such as the Toyota Corolla Cross or the Mazda CX-30, just to give you an idea of what we're competing with here. Now, the price point is going to be around $26,100. As shown, this is coming in at just $29,000. So let's go ahead and get to it. Talk about the exterior detail, the design styling, and the handling. So starting with the front of the vehicle, right, we have LED headlamps, but I did notice we still have those old school incandescent bulbs for your turning signals. Unfortunately, they didn't go with LED everything on this vehicle. I really wish they had. Now, you do have a blacked out Subaru grille with the Subaru symbol, and you have a blacked out front fascia as well. Now, the design styling is very subtle. It's slightly different from the previous generation, the way the hood comes up. And underneath the hood, we have a 2-liter flat 4-cylinder. So it has a boxer engine producing 152 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. Now, that is connected to a CVT transmission. You're not going to be passing anybody when it comes to acceleration. Acceleration is about 9.5 seconds. And during highway driving and, acceleration lanes and trying to merge and get over, I did find myself wishing it had just a little bit more power to give me just a little bit more confidence when making maneuvers and trying to get over. Instead, I feel like I'm at the mercy of other drivers a little bit, whether they want to let me over or not. But that's just my personal take on that. So I do wish it just had a little bit more power. There are other models that do come with more power, but this particular model that I have today does not. Now, coming to the side profile, we do have 17-inch wheels shot in 225 tires with the 60 series sidewall. You will notice that you do have black cladding on the wheel arches. No problem against that in this application because, this is a vehicle that's designed to be taken on trails. It does have, an all-wheel drive system. So that black cladding is what you're going to want to see. We also do have almost like a gunmetal finish on the side view mirrors. And then you have color-matched door handles as well. Now, your ground clearance, you'll notice that this sits up a little higher. Like I said, it looks like it's been lifted. Your ground clearance is about 8.7 inches, right? So you're gonna be able to take this off-road a little bit, have some fun with it, especially with that all-wheel drive system that Subaru is providing. Now, in addition to all that, this Crosstrek also has the same exact wheelbase as the previous generation, and it also has a retuned suspension that's going to help with the overall handling. And you can really feel it. As soon as you turn the wheel, it feels like very direct and accurate. So I love the handling on this car and how confidently you can just use that steering wheel to go exactly where you want to. Not a whole bunch of body roll. As a matter of fact, I can't really feel much body roll in this vehicle at all in the week that I've had it. So I like the ride quality, and I definitely love the handling on this vehicle. Now, coming towards the back, we do have a spoiler that's sitting on top of the roof, and you do have the windshield wiper back there as well. I'm not really going to ding them not hiding the windshield wiper because pretty much all the competition has the same style rear wiper blade. So it's not like they didn't hide it on this one, but the competitors got that done. Coming lower, we do have LED brake lamps, but unfortunately, again, we do have those incandescent turning signals as well. Now, coming lower on the rear, we do have a functional rear skirt, so there are some slight vents back there. Hopefully, I got a good shot of that. But overall, it's what you would expect from a vehicle of this size. Open up the hatch, you do have a decent bit of storage, but if you really want to take full accessibility of the storage, you really need to drop those second row seats, which you have to do from the second row. So you have to go around and drop those second row seats. You can't do that from the back, but that option is there in case you need increased storage. Now, I want to talk to you about the fuel economy. It's really good in this vehicle. So you're looking at about 27 city, 34 miles per gallon highway, and that's up there. right? That's decent fuel economy. I know a lot of people are looking at EVs and hybrids, but they're still making cars with traditional combustion engines that give you decent fuel economy. And I'm happy to say that Subaru hit that one out the park. 34 miles per gallon is pretty impressive. Now, before we get into the interior, I definitely want to mention that for towing capacity, if you want to use this to tow, like I said, it doesn't have all that torque and power, but it is capable of being able to tow up to 1,500 pounds. So the usability on this vehicle is there with the ground clearance. You also have the direct steering due to the retuned suspension. The ride quality is great. You have a roof rack that is capable of holding up to 700 pounds. So a lot of the usability is there, especially with the storage capacity. Let's talk about the interior a little bit. So the interior pretty much is covered in an injection molded material. Like I said, this is a vehicle coming in at an affordable price point. So you have an injection molded material, but you do have a large touchscreen display system here that does have wireless Apple CarPlay, which is a great feature to have if you're ever driving somewhere and need to use navigation. You have a nice large display there. Also, it's just simple to use. It's safer, right? So I did appreciate that, the nice large touchscreen here. Now I will make mention your air conditioning controls are incorporated on the touchscreen, right? So your fan speed, but the temperature controls, you do have physical buttons. So it's almost like a hybrid setup there. Now you do have the volume knob and tune knob. So there's some traditional mixed in with the touchscreen there. Not too heavy on the overuse of that touchscreen. Coming lower, we do have 2 USB ports and an aux plug. Lower, we do have storage. I noticed that there isn't any wireless charging in this model, unfortunately. I did find myself running errands the other day, and next thing I knew, my battery life was on 5%. Gave me a little charge anxiety. So no wireless charging here, but there are USB plugs right here for you to use if you need to charge. Coming further back, we do have the gear selector, and then 2 controls for your heated seats. So up front, you do have heated seats here as well. We do have 2 cup holders and a little bit of storage in the center console here as well. Steering wheel is done in the same injection molded materials. We do have the Subaru badge behind there and shift paddles as well. You have a traditional gauge cluster, nothing special there. Everything is functional and easy to use. It might not be the latest in tech, but it's affordable. There's a lot of people out here who just want something that's simple and affordable, and the fact that you're getting all-wheel drive at this price point is commendable. The seats are composed of cloth. They are really comfortable, and like I said, you do have 2 levels of heating here, but this is a vehicle that would be excellent for a road trip, right? If you have just a few people, you have that awesome fuel economy and the awesome comfortability of the seats. Now we do have some natural light coming into the cabin as well, with the sunroof pouring in that natural light into this darker interior. But overall, the design language is what you would expect from a Subaru. Between, the raised height, the black plastic body cladding going around the vehicle, and then coming into the interior, it still has a slightly sporty edge to it, even though it's not like a high performance sports vehicle. That's what I associate Subaru with, having, those raised vehicles with that all-wheel drive, the cladding. It is very much a Subaru, and it is an affordable one. I can't stress that enough. So many of you guys tell me to review some more affordable cars, right? Bentley hasn't had anything new recently, so here we are reviewing something that's an affordable product that's not going to break the bank when you buy one. So it has that daily driver usability, which is a major plus. That's not going to, cause some financial issues. Overall comfortability is nice. Seating in the second row is nice as well. You also have some USB ports back there as well. So let me know what your thoughts are on the Subaru Crosstrek. Would you take this over the Toyota Corolla Cross or the Mazda CX-30? Let me know in the comment section. Again, the fuel economy is insane. If I could change one thing about this vehicle, it would only be the CVT, right? The CVT transmissions, I personally am not a fan of. But other than that, just a little bit more power, which they do offer in other models. I think Subaru has got you covered with a daily driver vehicle that you could take on trails that is affordable. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.